My name is Giovanni Sherman, and I'm from PG County, Maryland. I've had some instances where, things were hard, but, it's life. You go through hard times. Sometimes are better than others, but it's been pretty good. I'm from here, born and raised, turning 26 next month, so been here the last 25 years. A lot of things go on out there, in the DMV area, just in general. DCS Go-Go. We have a lot of events out in the city, a lot of protests. There's always something going on out here. There's a lot of creatives out here, a lot of people who want to, just off the strength of just, their creativity, want to do something and just, do entrepreneur work. There's a lot of entrepreneurs out in the DMV, honestly. Well, I actually started photography back in high school. I started my freshman year. I had a friend who actually was still a photographer now. During school, we would, go take pictures, during our lunch breaks and things like that. He actually started as a hustle, charging people $20 in the school, just to get a few pictures. And he was actually making good money off of it, but that's not really what, inspired me to be a photographer. It was just, I loved seeing the quality of the pictures and how clear they were, and I'm just like, these are things that can be captured for the rest of your life. What photography means to me is like, you only live once. You can only capture something once. Some things you can only see for one time. You know what I mean? Something it will never be the same after the first time that you see it. So capturing a moment, you can look back at it 20, 30, 40 years from now and be like, damn, I remember taking that picture. I remember when this happened. It will never be the same the second time around. There's a lot of people who inspired me, inspired and inspired. A friend of mine who actually lives in Minnesota, he was the one who actually really started helping me with my photography and getting my foot in the door. Letting me practice with his camera, teaching me the ins and outs of editing and things like that, teaching me about camera bodies, lenses, equipment, things like that. He was honestly the main one who really inspired me to start really taking photography seriously. Well, I'm going to be brutally honest about the industry now. I feel like the industry now, it really isn't about art anymore. I feel like people use photography as a stepping stone for popularity. You know what I'm saying? They don't use it for the actual art. They use it for clout, and I feel like that's disrespectful to the art of photography, because there's people out here who actually love what they do. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to make memories out here. Photography is art. Photography is not something you use for clout. Photography is not something you use because you want to get known. You know what I mean? And my thing is, there are people who will grab a camera and just do it for a few months and say they're a photographer. You don't understand the ins and outs yet of photography. There are so many things behind photography that you have to understand. Camera bodies, lenses, equipment, editing, and that's just the bare minimum of it. For my younger self, I would have told my younger self, never doubt myself, because I used to doubt myself a lot, and doubting myself put me in a really bad position. Depression, anxiety. I didn't think I didn't think I was good. If you told me 10 years I would be where I am now, 10 years ago, if you told me 10 years ago I would be where I am now, I wouldn't believe it, because I used to have so much self-doubt. Don't doubt yourself. Keep pushing. Keep going. Life has rough patches. Once you get out of that rough patch, God has something waiting for you at the end of the road. You can follow me at KingGio, KXNGGIO_. That's my Instagram. KingGio Photos _. Also on Instagram, and KingGio with 3 underscores on Twitter.